All right, so welcome to one of my very, very dear friends, Chady Tenny. We've been friends for, I was thinking back, it would be almost close to 10 years now since
Yeah, that's true.
we
Absolutely.
met in Dubai when you had the premiere of your film. And
Oh,
yeah, so it
I
was,
forgot I was in that domain. I forgot completely that I was in that domain.
yes,
Yeah,
you were
you
a
reminded
high-profile actor back in the day.
me.
But you've
Anymore.
been, yeah, a good friend of mine for a long time, and obviously in the recent weeks, there's been a lot happening in Lebanon, and you are in Beirut in Lebanon. You're Lebanese, and you're a Beirut local. I know where you are
Yes.
currently is you're 10 minutes from downtown Beirut, and we talk a lot, but we touched base even furthermore in the past week because of what has happened in Beirut, and you shared some videos and all sorts of things of what's happening. So perhaps if you could tell everyone what happened from your perspective. Where were you when the explosion happened?
Honestly, I was at home. It's like 10 minutes away from Beirut.
Mm-hmm.
And the voice sounded like in my parking
Yeah.
spot. So it was huge. But before that, according to my small experience in life, and let's not to be analytical or like trying to look smart, but believe us that we heard some planes, and it's more than accidental things. That, in my opinion,
Okay.
because here the point of view are divided into like either it's completely accidental and stupidity by the government,
Mm-hmm.
or there is something more related to Hezbollah and the Israeli conflict long time ago in the whole region.
Yeah.
That conflict. I'm from the people that I guarantee that I heard a movement or a plane around that seconds that we heard it.
Right.
We heard the explosion. In my opinion, that it was a rocket or something like that that hit a base
And
related
obviously,
related to some suspicious act in
right.
the port that led to this explosion, the big explosion in another depot that they have the rest of the things, the rest of the chemicals that multiplied the effect of the explosion.
I
Excuse
understand.
my English, but in my anger now, I can't find my words, but I think the first attack led to this big event, the big catastrophe, let's say.
Yeah, and your aunt's place, is downtown. Obviously,
Yeah,
we
it's
saw it.
downtown. It's less than kilometer away. Honestly, the house is completely damaged, but thank God nothing happened to them other than bruises and but the house is still standing. But the damage happened to the house from the inside. You have no idea what happened,
Yeah,
including the blood and
yeah,
yeah.
we saw that. And tell me, there's a lot of reports, obviously, that your bank accounts have been frozen as of, I think was it a couple of months ago that when the revolution happened. So people
Yes, yeah.
can't even take money out of their accounts to be
Not
able to
just
do things.
it's not just we cannot take our money. We lost the value of our money. Even if we have our money in dollar, like in our bank account,
Yeah.
what we have in dollar, it's have the value. The devaluation of the monetary system here got, let's say, I don't want to say like an F word, but
Yeah.
you have no idea. We lost a lot,
And so
and with
was the
after that with the corona, yes, excuse me.
no, you're fine. So, but what was the cause of that? Obviously, the government are a fairly
The
corrupt.
cause of that, there is international laws,
Mm-hmm.
and apparently, it not apparently, and surely that the Lebanese government taken off by Hezbollah and interfering in all the area and trying to control all the area and be the hand of Iranians in Lebanon is crossing the international law. As simple as that. There is an international law. We respect it. We're okay. We don't respect it. We're not
Yeah.
okay. But we're against this regime. Honestly,
Right.
we get screwed more than them. because they are supported with big regimes. They are supported already. Where there are big groups, they can manage their system. But we as singular people, like or
Yeah.
on our own, and our businesses on our own, we get affected like 10 times more than them. So
Yes.
the whole situation turned on us more
And
than them.
so where does Lebanon go to from here? Like, what are your thoughts? Is it a case of getting rid of the government entirely, who's currently sitting in power, and having a complete revamp? And can that even happen?
That's our dream, and that's why we're trying to participate in the revolution and be part of it. Long time ago, not because we love everybody from
Yeah.
all the parties, but we hate their way of acting. They act completely wrong.
Yeah.
You know, we hate the way they act, the way they control the country, the way they're trying to implement other regimes inside here. You
Yeah.
know, that's what we're against. We're completely in peace with any human that is in peace, but they're destroying the country for a matter of existence for them, for the party existence. Come on, it's a country.
Yeah.
I don't destroy my country for one thought or for one ideology or for one thought. I might have a conflict with you about political thoughts, but I don't destroy my country for political thoughts.
Yeah, I understand. I think, you had Emmanuel Macron who came, obviously, and that's wonderful, but does it result in anything when leaders of other countries are visiting the site? Yes, I know it brings a lot of publicity, which is one of the things of why I wanted to talk to you today, because I don't feel like Lebanon gets enough coverage. I don't feel it's adequate, certainly not on social media. If this had happened in Paris, in New York, in London,
Trust me.
it would be,
Yeah,
everyone would be up in arms, and it breaks
come
my
on,
heart.
it's the third bomb in strength. We ranked number 3 after Hiroshima and Nagasaki. I think we're the third.
Largest.
Yeah, that's too bad, and no one, like, they're not giving it the right coverage.
Mm-hmm.
And if someone like have a double thinking and ask himself why, in my opinion, is like the conflict between Israel and Hezbollah get out of the hands. They have a normal fight. One of each year's like it. I forgot how to say it, but each couple of years, like the Israeli hit Hezbollah and Hezbollah reply to the Israeli. But this time, this attack went out of hands, beyond the Israeli thoughts and beyond Hezbollah thoughts. So both of them are neglecting it, like completely neglecting it, like no one knows what happened.
Yeah.
And from this side, they're trying to close on it, on media, to make it like, okay, they want to make the people forget about it the soonest the better. So that is a political game. I allow myself to say it because I have friends who died. I have more than 5 friends who died, and more than 7 connection of far friends and relatives. I cannot hold myself, to be honest, not to say it. That is something bigger than an accident, and it was bigger than they thought. They could not hold themselves to be proud of what they did. So that's why they're trying to close on it, or like to hide it, or
because I know that humanitarian aid has been banned from coming in. Almost the doctors that have been trying to get in to help have been banned from entering the country.
That's political between government, because the other government don't trust the Lebanese government, because the Lebanese government, if she receives help, it's like all days they're gonna steal it, or they're gonna distribute it like according to their benefits. So
where, in your opinion, are the best places if people do want to donate, people do want to help?
Either direct contacts of people, like personal friends, or like personal group, or charities, Red Cross. that the direct contacts, hospitals,
Yes.
direct contacts,
Are the
other than that, it's
are the hospitals
suspicious.
privately owned or the hospitals government owned? Because if you sent money, excuse me, to a hospital, would that still be a government entity, or is it best
No,
to go with
no,
the Red
no.
Cross?
There is most of the hospital, good hospital in Lebanon are private hospitals.
Okay.
So if someone can make the good contact with them, it will be more safe and more reliable than, or like friends or some other people were like, I have friends from Sweden, they are sending directly to NGOs or private organizations. Not all NGOs are reliable, by the way.
Yeah, of
Because
course.
all the years, the NGOs in Beirut, it's like a game. They bring money from abroad, they spread it here, and they help a little.
Yeah.
They make their workers to sign on high. They make them sign on high. I can't find my words.
Okay.
They sign on for example, they sign on 3,000, and they're sorry. They make the salaries,
Yeah.
fake salaries. They sign for $3,000 salary, and they get $1,000 salary in
Really?
cash. It's something like that. It's through the years we're talking.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and they're taking the money of the poor, and the more needed.
Yeah. So in your opinion, in your educated opinion, you come from a wonderful family and
Well, thank you.
you're well traveled and you know what's going on outside your country also. So you know the reality of the situation. In your opinion, what can the world as a global entity do?
We need the help of a global entity to make the Lebanese party, all of them without any exceptions,
Yeah.
to sit outside of the government and let the good people and the educated people to run the country as a private company.
Yeah.
You cannot run a company while having this guy is Christian, this guy is Muslim, this guy is Buddhist, this guy,
Yeah.
that it need to be more liberal.
Yeah.
Look at Turkey. When Turkey was like more liberal, it was more succeeding. Now it's like interfering in the ethnicity groups and stuff like that. They're destroying it.
Yeah.
It's like any country when you interfere with like unprofessional work.
Yeah.
It's like mafia. It becomes a mafia.
Yeah. Yeah.
We need the support of other people to force the Lebanese regime to step aside in a way, because we cannot do it as people in revolutionary part. We cannot do that.
Yeah. There needs to be clarity also on on the steps, on the movements forward. And I think, I don't know who exactly, but need to step in to be able to force a change, because otherwise.
Yeah, we need big nation support.
Yeah.
Other than that, we're a small country controlled by the biggest militia in the world, let's say.
Yeah.
Yeah. We used to respect them when their cause was correct to defend Lebanon, but their cause got deviated and got lost long ago.
Yeah.
And our respect and love to them get smashed, and our trust to our politician and government get smashed. We used to support them all by respect, and maybe we have a hope. But this hope lasted for 20 years. Hoping.
Yeah. So now
that's the least.
It's come to a head, but there needs to be more recognition and more people held accountable, and more, I think, just global, just disdain for what is happening. And people should really be just more devastated than I think, again, like if it happened in a larger country or in a larger city, it would certainly be a lot different than what's unfolding at the moment. But it's things like this, of having that chat so people can see actual people on the ground and hear what you have to say to a global audience rather than just a local audience. That's the only way things will change.
We're hoping that someone here or someone like at least support or even those who hear from the locals, they get back to their conscience at least and ask themselves many questions and stop being like cheap, following the leaders blindly. At least try to be a wolf one day in their life.
Yeah. Well, I think you're that every day of your life, or as long as I've known you, you certainly have been. And I can't thank you enough.
When you have a thought in your mind supporting a party or you have a country, that's the least to ask. Do I support my country or my party? And especially the party that anyone ones who belong separately, they do nothing. They do nothing. They put us down and down and down. Each day after day, like, and our hopes is like getting smashed.
Which is just preposterous.
And each time you raise your voice, you ask for your freedom. They put the ethnicity and the religious thoughts, and they make the games. They have their own games to make you a traitor or to make you against your country because you want freedom. You know, they are very professional in that.
Mind manipulation.
Yeah. They master it and big time.
But, you know, I'll make sure that I'm putting links underneath when I do post this interview to the Red Cross in Lebanon and anywhere else you think that people should be led to if they do want to, you know, donations or any petitions to sign or anything, really. I'll post it all under here. And Chady, I can't thank you enough for taking the time. I know
thanks for your
Of course.
Yeah. And sorry for my anger and sorry if I'm offending anyone.
Oh my gosh.
But trust me, when you lose people, you don't give.
You can swear, it's okay. You can swear. You've held it in. So
they destroyed the whole capital. Or let's say 50% of the capital. And believe me, there is some people commenting on Twitter and on Insta and whatever. They are supporting. They said, I wish it happened more. It was more destructive. There are some people inside Lebanon from other party. They are happy.
What is wrong with people?
Trust me, because to protect their own parties. As simple as that.
Yeah, it's just greed. But have the government stepped in now to be trying to for a rescue effort? Because I know that there were 5 days that passed without
the Lebanese government. Sorry for interrupting you. The Lebanese government. It's a folklore. It's just folklore. A show.
Okay.
That's it. Let's not make it long, but that's how it works here.
So the rescue effort currently is just by local people.
No, honestly, there's a lot of rescue team from Greece, from the state, from Australia, and from all over. To be honest, from Poland, and I heard a lot of names in Turkey, Dubai, Qatar. All the Arab countries are helping, even Saudi Arabia, and we respect that. But they are afraid to let them in more than rescuing the city from far. Because if they go inside, they're afraid on the evidence. And the first 3-4 days, they took their time, the government, to remove a lot of evidence, let's say. Let's put it that way.
Well, again, I can't thank you enough for your time today. It's just a heartbreaking situation, but any more light that can be shed on the situation, I think, is a good thing. So
thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. I have words to say.
I'm going to stop recording now, but stay online because I'll have a chat to you after.
Okay.